Imagine you being arrested because you had an opinion that the cop did not like. That's exactly what happened to a Virginia driver, Mr. Anthony Spurgeon. Let's go to the first video. Here it is.
Deputy Carroll, the sheriff's office. Why didn't you have your seatbelt on, man?
I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
My seatbelt when I came to go in.
Nah, when I passed you, you didn't have your seatbelt on, dude.
Yeah, I did have my seatbelt.
No, sir. You got your ID on you? All right, so if I catch you driving again.
Okay, you know what? If you want to give me a ticket now, give me a ticket.
I know, if I catch you.
You're being extremely petty.
I'm not being petty.
Exactly what you're doing.
I'm not being petty. I'm explaining the law.
A doggone tagline at one time.
Okay, and that's the Georgia law. See, I'm explaining it all to you.
You guys look, no matter what you say, you guys look for certain people to go ahead and stop.
Okay, so I'm explaining everything to you.
Go ahead.
All right, if I catch you driving again, next time you stop, you will go to jail. Sir? I'm sorry, sir, what was that?
I said there's not too many black people that drive on Georgia Road. So I'm sure you can pick up 1 to 2 when you went in.
My sheriff's black and I enjoy him just fine.
So what your sheriff's black?
I mean,
I know people that married to black people. It's still a racist.
Cut in the roadway, leave.
I'm not even in the roadway.
That is considered roadway. Leave.
See, then you get
all right, come on. You want to keep playing this? Come on. Come on.
You don't have to. What do you?
You want to play this game? We'll play it.
We'll play it.
You're under arrest for driving on a suspended license.
You locked me up for doggone obstructing the roadway at your head.
No, you're under.
Obviously, the charges were dropped. Here's the issue. He has a Virginia driver's license fully intact. He was pulled over by a Georgia cop. This Georgia cop gave him a warning, but then decided to effect an arrest because he did not like the opinion of this black man telling the truth about the fact that he was being petty. We actually have some more. Let me take you to another video, same cop. Here it is.
That's quarter 17. The Jordan Road, just down from Juniper Creek. Correct. Deputy Carroll, the sheriff's office. Why didn't you have your seatbelt on, man?
I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
My seatbelt when I came to go in.
Nah, when I passed you, you didn't have your seatbelt on, dude.
Yeah, I did have my seatbelt.
No, sir. You got your ID on you?
Yeah, I have my ID on. I did have my seatbelt on.
Okay, that was the U-turn. So what we saw in that video was actually the U-turn that took place. There's no evidence that there was a criminal violation. We have significant evidence that the man was arrested because he had a contrary opinion to the police officer. That is a no-no. You do not get arrested because you exercise your freedom of speech, right? Okay, let's put up a picture of the victim of this cop. I have a lot of background, significant story here. Now, this individual did nothing illegal. Mr. Anthony Spurgeon was correct in his assertion of rights. He was protected by the Constitution in his freedom of speech. None of that mattered on the side of that road in the state of Georgia. None of it. Cop didn't give a damn about his constitutional rights. Cop did not give a damn about the statutory law. Former Crawford County Sheriff's Deputy James Carroll arrested the 55-year-old for driving on a suspended license. That was a lie. Mr. Spurgeon presented the officer a valid Virginia ID. Now remember, the officer was leaving and then there was more conversation. If Mr. Spurgeon had a suspended license, do you really think this cop would have let him go? No, he just made up a charge to justify the arrest because he knew he had nothing else. All right, Spurgeon's charges were dropped. Obviously, they were dismissed later. We have that evidence, and he has since obtained a Georgia driver's license. He says he still spent 3 hours in jail. His wife had to post bail for him. And he also had to get his truck out of impound, so it created significant inconvenience. There's more. The incident was actually the second time Officer Carroll stopped Mr. Spurgeon. Months prior to his arrest, Carroll made another U-turn to pull over Mr. Spurgeon for a burnt out license plate light, according to the official record. You know when someone is treating you unfairly. He turned his patrol car around both times he stopped me. He changed his story when I said, I'm not in the roadway. That's when he said, do you want to play games? Spurgeon contacted to complain about his treatment, but was told the deputy who arrested him was transferred to the Byron, Georgia Police Department. Here's Spurgeon's complaint to the sheriff. Here's Crawford County Sheriff Lewis Walker and Byron Police Chief Wesley Cannon. The Byron Department did not immediately respond to our request for comment. Isn't that something? Pulled over twice, both BS. And we clearly see in one video, the only reason the man was arrested is because he said something the cop did not like. Oh my goodness, he accused you of being racist, of being biased, of being prejudiced, of being petty. How do you show your professionalism, officer? Be racist, be petty. Arrest the man for a charge that doesn't even exist for him. All right, David, thoughts here.
We do a lot of videos on Rebel HQ about police interactions, and it happens all the time. There's so many people who are police officers who, instead of their mission of upholding the Constitution, protecting and serving the citizens, the only concern that they have is protecting their own ego, that they are so fragile, they're so easily insulted that if, God forbid, somebody should exercise a First Amendment right and say something they don't like, suddenly that person is, the fragility comes out, and oh no, now it's time for me to put you in your place because I'm the police officer, you're the citizen, I'm the one who has the power. And so that's what happens. We have so many cops who are out there who care only about abusing their authority and want to put people in their place. And that's not the reason to be a police officer. Your role is to protect and to serve people. Yes, you have a lot of discretion, but if somebody says something you don't like, that doesn't mean that you get to go make up charges against somebody. Unfortunately, this happens all the time.
That's right, happens too much. But one way we combat this is through exposure, transparency. The great disinfectant to corruption and darkness is light.